Good morning. Welcome to Up to the Minute. We are live from the HCCTV studios this morning. I'm Todd Duplantis. Good to have you with us on the show. We've got some special guests coming your way very shortly. But first, my co-host this morning, joining me for her monthly visit, Andrea Bonner from the Consumer Arts and Sciences Center of Excellence. Andrea, good to see you.
Good to see you again, Todd.
And I know you guys have so much going on. I was looking at the Central College, all the things that are going on now, not only with your Center of Excellence, but there's also, a number of performances going on. I know there's a play coming up that's going to be happening at Central, I believe, in a couple of weeks.
Absolutely. We've got a lot of great things, and I like to call us the center of the city. So Central College has got it going on over here. So, yeah.
Definitely so. And if you're wondering about all the going-ons happenings at Central College, we've got some announcements at the end of the show. We'll update you on those. We want to thank everyone watching us this Wednesday morning on Facebook Live and YouTube. We're here just about every Monday through Friday when HCC is in session, live at 10 a.m. But Andrea, they can also catch us anytime in social media and also on HCC TV.
Absolutely. We're live on the HCC Community College District Facebook page, not HCC, and YouTube. As Todd said, we're also on X, formerly Twitter, LinkedIn, and HCC TV at noon, 5 and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday. So there is no reason to miss us.
That's right. Okay. Years ago, I want to say 2016 or so, HCC started a partnership with Apple. That's right. And we're getting information on where we are today. Bonnie Hoffman is the Apple Project Coordinator with HCC's Digital and Information Technology Center of Excellence. Bonnie, welcome back to the show. I think your mic is muted.
Hey, Todd. Good morning.
Good to see you.
Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, we're looking forward. I know we got a lot going on with Apple. We're looking forward to hearing more about that shortly. So stick around. But right now, we want to start off with our segment with Andrea, HCC's Lifestyle and Culture.
Hi, everyone. And as Todd said, welcome to HCC Lifestyle and Culture. I am super excited to welcome one of my favorite people, Denise Hulett, who is joining us for the first time. Denise is our archivist for the Fashion Department's Fashion Archive. So Denise, thanks for joining us for your first visit on Up to the Minute in HCC Lifestyle and Culture.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to talk about the Fashion Archive today.
Well, sure. Well, let's dive in. So let's begin by you telling all of our viewers, of course, you and I know, but what is the HCC Fashion Archive?
Okay, so the HCC Fashion Archive is a collection of clothing, accessories, hats, jewelry, shoes, ranging back all the way to the mid-1700s and to the present day. We have, at this point, probably over 11,000 pieces, and we're growing as we get new donations in every day. We have well-known designers, and we have clothes that are made homemade, specifically from the 1700s, 1800s, and the early 1900s. These are all resources that our students can access via their professors so they can study them. And we have a digital archive that is open to the public, and it's viewed worldwide. So it's just a really great resource. And I just want to point out, probably the biggest community college fashion archive in the country, if not the biggest, and one of the biggest fashion archives for just any university or college in the country.
Which is pretty amazing. You know, we always talk about the resources that HCC has, and I don't think a lot of people recognize, of course, we love our department, but there's a lot of that across the campuses. So thanks for telling us a little bit more about the Fashion Archive. So we are really excited about this recent grant that we got. And of course, you and I personally know about it because we worked on it. But tell us a little bit more about this grant that's really going to help us kind of secure the perpetuity of the archive.
Yes, absolutely. We are so grateful for the Keating Foundation for giving this a very large grant that will keep us running for a few years into the future. The archive is runs on grants. So it's fully funded by that. So we do count on getting those. And before we were with TSLAC gave us grants, and that helped us get digitized. But it was one that was only every like 9 months. So this one, having this one will give us a little bit more longevity, and we're really hoping that it will just give us that boost we need to really let the public know what we have, let fellow educators know what we have, and keep growing.
Yeah, you mentioned TSLAC, and Erica Hubbard, who is over the HCC Central Library, was instrumental in getting us that initial TSLAC grant. So we want to always give a shout out to her. So this is just kind of a continuation of that. And we're super excited to be able to bring you back because you had started working for the library, as well as Sue, Therrell, and other people that are helping us kind of grow the archive. So great. So does the archive just sit in the rooms? Like, how's it used? You mentioned a little bit about that earlier, but kind of explain a little bit more about what is the archive?
Okay, yes. First and foremost, it is an educational resource for our students. So what I really like to see our fashion professors doing is picking pieces from the collection that they can take into the classroom. Because it's one thing for the students to see these online or to, look in magazines. But when they see these items in person, they can learn about technique, such as pleating or ruching. They can learn about different styles from decades past or in historical parts. And they also can use it for, we have where they sketch, the items. So it's definitely supposed to be a learning resource. And one of the things I want to grow is the reach of it, because I think our history departments could use it. Theater could use it. So that's something in the future I'd like to see really expand on.
That's both of us same, and we're really hoping that getting the word out, like through today's show and other things, that they'll take us up on that. So you mentioned some of the things that were in the archive. Tell us more about some of the unique garments. We know that there are quite a few personally. And I always tease you and Alex and everyone that you guys are going to see me on social media one day, and I'm going to have on one of these gowns. But tell us a little bit more about what's in the archive.
Yeah, that's so hard. That's probably the hardest thing of my job, is not to put the clothing on, because I'm surrounded every day by fantastic, fabulous pieces. It's hard to tell you like some of the best pieces, because every day I feel like I find something new. But one of my favorites, and a favorite with everyone, is a bubblegum pink bridesmaid's dress from the White House wedding of Lyndon Johnson's daughter, Lucy Baines Johnson, in 1966. It's fantastic, and you can go out on the White House archives and see pictures of the dress there, and it's just so quintessential 1960s. We also have a beautiful gown by Chloe Dow. It's her Project Runway Season 2 winning look, and she donated it to us, and it's just stunning. I love our alumni room. It's a room that has a collection of our alumni pieces that they've donated, and it is probably the most fun room to walk into, because it just showcases the brilliance of our students and their creativity.
I love it. Yeah, we recently had the Houston Grand Opera here, and one of the lady that's over the costume shop walked in and saw her collection because she was a student here. So
oh, how cool.
We were excited about that. So HCC Fashion Archive has the distinction of being part of Google Art and Culture. So what is Google Art and Culture, and what is our part in what role do we play in that?
Google Arts and Culture is a free resource for the public that focuses on lifestyle, culture, art. And HCC has a page as part of the last grant too, that we got that up and running. So we have about 150 pieces that people can view from the archive on it, as well as one story at this point, giving kind of a background of the archive. And this is something that we're really hoping with this grant that we can grow and get more stories on there, because it's just a great resource that's seen worldwide. The next story that we actually have planned is called OTT, Over the Top. And we want to showcase our over the top pieces that we have in the collection.
We've got quite a few. There was some that were donated recently that I know that you showed. So pretty amazing. I know we're almost out of time. We probably got about a couple minutes. So I'm going to try to get through these next questions really quickly. But we were recently approached by Paper City magazine to highlight pieces from the archive regularly. So what can you tell us about that partnership?
Yeah, so we had somebody donate to us named Carrie Markello. She's a local artist, and she said we really need to talk to Paper City. So I reached out to them, gave Catherine Anspan, the editor, a tour of the archive, and she was blown away. She was so excited about it, and we were throwing away around all these ideas that we could do. So our first collaboration is each of us in the department that work for the archive are picking our favorite piece in the collection and writing a brief article about that. And that will be showcased every other week. And after that, we're hoping that this collaboration continues and we keep showcasing the archive. I'm not sure yet when it's going to be published, but it should be soon. So we'll keep you updated.
That's awesome. Well, in this last minute, any one thing that's coming up that you want to highlight that people can be looking forward to?
Mostly just being aware of the archive and spreading the word. A lot of people at HCC don't know that we have this, and it is a huge resource. And what's the point of having a collection if people aren't using it or viewing it? So I definitely appreciate this time here to talk about the archive and hope that everyone watching can tell others about it. And if you ever want a tour, reach out to me. I would love to make that happen.
Well, Denise, I'm super excited again to have you on. That was kind of part of the grant that we do some more promotion of the archive. So this is definitely it. So we'll be calling you back again soon. So again, thanks, Denise Hulett, who is the archivist for the fashion department and the HCC Consumer Arts and Sciences COE Fashion Archive. We'll have your information in the post after the show.
Thank you.
All right, great.
All right, thank you both. And right now, moving on to Bonnie Hoffman. She is the Apple Project Coordinator for HCC's Digital and Information Technology Center of Excellence. Welcome back to the show, Bonnie. Let's talk a bit about, maybe give us a brief overview of HCC's partnership with Apple.
Yeah, thanks, Todd, and thanks for having me back. The Apple partnership with HCC has been in place for I want to say 4 or 5 years, but pre-pandemic, I know we started very small, and it has grown and is scaled to where we have lots and lots of devices that we can deploy either to remote sites or also utilize our Apple Innovation Labs, which are located at West Loop, Central College, the Felix Fraga campus in the STEM building, and at Acres Homes. And what we do with the Community Education Initiative program itself is really try to affect technology learning with underserved communities, but also just with the community in general, and help bridge that gap with technology knowledge throughout the community.
I know the partnership started in, I believe, the summer of 2016, because I was there for the press conference when they kicked it off. And, a number of Apple executives were there. It was kicked off downtown in the old library that we have downtown. And I know originally it started with just coding. We were teaching people how to code. And I know it's expanded now. So tell us a bit about where we are now with this partnership.
Well, we have 2 branches. We have the Community Education Initiative, which I handle, and then I have a coworker who initiates a program called REGI, which is Racial Equality and Justice Initiative, and that focuses on people who have found themselves in correctional facilities or a probation type facility or some other in between intermediate stage in their life where they are making an effort to upskill, to bring themselves back into society and be productive and successful members of society. So Apple has really been generous with us with the REGI program. We have Apple Labs down at the Women's Empowerment Center, which is the Harris County jail system downtown. We also have programs at an Atascocita facility, both men and women. We have a probation program at the East Tex facility, and we now have expanded out to the Gulfton location where we serve youth who are exiting juvenile justice system programs and are bettering themselves through technology.
And you have some upcoming events as well.
We do. We're really excited. I don't mean to switch gears quite so much, but I do want to promote. We just set up to where we're going out to in partnership with the East End Chamber of Commerce. We're going to be at the Felix Fraga STEM building for their. It's very exciting. This coming Monday, the 8th. For their Eclipse they have an Eclipse viewing event that's going, of course, in conjunction with their observatory facility there. And it's a big celebration. It's happening from 11 a.m. in the morning on that Monday until 1:30, when, of course, the Eclipse event has passed. And we will have our Apple Innovation Lab, which this to me is kind of our crown jewel. It's a beautiful, beautiful lab. If you haven't gone to the campus and seen it yet, I encourage people that could possibly be in the neighborhood at that time and want to come out, enjoy the Eclipse event, but come see our lab. We're going to have it open. We'll have the computers fired up. We'll talk to people about what kind of programs we can offer. We will also, for the kids, we will have, well, for the adults too, we will have our robotics devices out where folks can explore and check out very simple programs to program our little Spheros robots around robots. You can control them. It's just great fun, and it's a fantastic lab, and I really encourage folks to come out and see that. It's this Monday at the Fraga campus.
Yeah, I mean, that Eclipse has got everybody talking about it. We covered it extensively in one of our other shows that we have here at HCCTV. And what I'm hearing ahead of time, though, forecast is it could be cloudy and rainy that day.
So
yeah,
come into the lab.
Exactly. So hope that'll draw some more visitors for you guys. STEM summer camps, still a big deal too, right?
They are still a big deal. We do not have the exact dates listed yet. We're still working on that. And we will definitely have STEM summer camps. We just are still working out the details with our partnering groups and funding sources as to locations and the actual dates for those. And those STEM summer camps are hugely popular. We serve middle to through high school kids, and we focus on robotics, also app programming and drone technology as well, depending on what the camp is focusing on. They're very popular.
If people want to sign up for, say, the STEM summer camps for their kids or the workshops that you have, how can they go about doing it? And is it open for the whole community?
I would defer to the continuing education department here at DIT. So I will we can get that link for you for the DE program, that STEM part of the program, but for Apple community events and Apple programming and community workshops that are free to the public, they can reach out to me. We can post my number and my email as well, but that would be the most direct route to get to me.
Okay, we'll get that information in our post for the show. What else is in the work with our Apple initiatives coming forward? I know you guys got some happy hours coming up, pilot program for iPads for seniors, all that.
Absolutely. Thanks for asking that. Well, yes, and I'll backtrack a little bit and let you know that several of us went by invitation by Apple Computers. They have a big campus in Austin, and in February, several of us went to a leadership conference there and got some fantastic ideas. And one of those ideas that I know that Dr. Barillo and the rest of us in the DIT COE have floated is when you say happy hours, maybe not what you think, but what we would like to do. No, we want people to come and experience the Apple ecosystem and really realize how user-friendly and how easy it is to create using the technology. So one of the events we went to, one of the workshops we went to at this leadership conference was an event where you could pick and choose what you wanted to do, kind of we had little stations set up to where, let's say you're interested in video production and you want to know a little bit more about how to use a green screen tool so that you can set your background and manipulate the environment of your video, or whether you would like to learn how to do stop action animation. And you can easily do that with Mac. Mac is built for creativity. So what we'd like to do is set up for our happy hour thing, open to the public, come as you are, a free event to where you can range around and just pick and choose what you'd like to do. The devices are there, play around with it, and then take that information and take that experience home with you. It's just a free event where we're sharing technology and sharing what it can do.
Okay, we're running out of time, but let me ask you this. Is there one area on the website where people can go to view all the Apple initiatives?
We have I believe I sent that link, but I don't have that right in front of me right now. I apologize, Todd, but I know we have our set location for app development in Swift coding, which is
right.
The Apple ecosystems coding language.
Okay, we're going to have that.
We'll get those posted to you.
Yeah, we've got the link in our post. We'll have it after the show. All right, Bonnie, we appreciate you being here. Bonnie Hoffman, Apple Project Coordinator for HCC's Digital Information Technology Center of Excellence. Thanks for all the good things you do.
Thank you very much.
All right. And we've got a few announcements, Andrea, to go through. One of them all about engineering. This is an information session with Houston being one of the largest employers of engineers in the world. HCC has partnerships with UT Tyler, Texas A&M Chevron, and our own U of H HCC Engineering Academy provides easy access to these pathways. You can learn all about the programs, specifically the savings you will get if you go to HCC, then transfer to one of these partnering universities. This is a virtual information session, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Today, April the 3rd. Check our post after the show for more information on how you can get all this info at your fingertips. And we were talking Eclipse. We've got another eclipse happening at the Katy campus, Andrea.
Yep, total eclipse of the sun, or at least the brunch. The biology department will host a brunch to discuss the upcoming solar eclipse and give out a free pair of solar shades, but it is first come, first serve. So get there so you can get your shades. Dr. Brian Mahon will also offer an intro to utilizing a solar telescope. This event is presented by HCC Libraries in collaboration with Student Life. So it's 9 a.m. tomorrow, Thursday, at the Katy Campus Community Room. And there is no registration required, but get there early again to get your sunglasses. So check our post after the show for details.
You know, Andrea, a lot of people seem to be freaking out about this eclipse.
I know. There's a lot of conversation.
National Guard's being called in, but they are saying, possibly 1 million visitors could be going through that path of totality to go watch the eclipse. I don't know how that's going to pan out now, because it appears the whole state is going to be shrouded in fog and rain and clouds. So maybe they'll head on up to like Arkansas. Who knows what's going to happen with that?
Yeah.
But, my tip, gas up your car this weekend. Get some extra groceries just in case a bunch of people come down here and raid our grocery stores. That could happen if they get stuck here. All right. More announcements. We've got a transfer fair that's happening at our Northline campus. Students will have a chance to meet advisors and learn about transfer opportunities. 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. this coming Monday, April the 8th. If you're not watching the eclipse, go to the transfer fair. It's at the Northline campus, 8001 Fulton. No registrations needed. We'll have more information in the post after the show. There's also a women's mental health group that's having a chat as well, Andrea.
Yeah, the Girl Chat, which I've gone to before, and it's really, really good. Girl Chat, which is a women's mental health group. This group knows that there are some things that only women can understand. No offense, guys, but it's a great group to kind of connect with people who share, some similar things. So it's from 3 to 4 p.m. on Wednesday, next Wednesday, April the 10th. And it's going to be here on my campus, HCC Central, in the Harmon building. And again, all of that information will be on the post after the show. So
Okay, you guys
Macbeth.
have at Central, you have a production coming up, Macbeth in a Bookshop. We had a guest on yesterday's show talking all about it. Watch yesterday's show if you haven't seen it. It's on Facebook and YouTube. But this is happening Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, Monday, April the 11th, 12th, 13th, and 15th at HCC Central MERS Stage. For times and more info, check our post after the show and make sure you go watch yesterday's show because you'll learn all you want to know about this play. Fascinating. And fall registration is coming up April the 15th. You can also register for the summer. Make sure you do that now. Get the classes you want. In person, they're available. Online, 2 types of online available. Also, hybrid classes are available. Go to hccs.edu/apply. So tomorrow, Thursday Family Fun Day, Fort Bend Animal Shelter will be here to discuss its kitten shower and baby bottle training for the most vulnerable rescue animals. And later this week, Film Friday on the way. Welcome back to Houston Film Commission. We've got a lot going on as well. Andrea, always good to see you.
You as well, Todd. I look forward to seeing you again next month.
Yep, we appreciate you joining here with HCC's Lifestyle and Culture. We'll be back tomorrow. Shardae's running the show tomorrow, and she'll be live at 10 a.m. We'll see you then.
Bye, everyone.